Do I believe in Jesus? Me personally, no. But as I say, I do have religious family members, and I totally respect their religion. They dig you up in a few hundred years and go, there lies a male. Why are they going to dig me up in a few hundred years? Like, why me specifically? Why are they going to go to my grave and think, let's dig this one up? Am I planning on hormones and surgery? Hormones, yes. Surgery, no. What's that flag behind me? That is the trans pride flag. What's my name? My name is Saul. Height, I am 5'6". You're going to change name as well? I already have changed my middle names. I don't plan on changing my first name. Yes, I have a masculine first name, and no, I don't plan on changing it. I am going to be called Saul for my entire life, because I like that name. Do I like men or women? Both. I like your jumper, thank you. Can I call you Sawley? Yeah, you can. That's a nickname that I frequently got, especially as a kid. Sawley was kind of what people called me. I don't mind if you want to call me Sawley. Can I call you Brian? You can, if you want to. Yeah. I mean, it's not my name, but you can call me it. So it's spelled Saul, like Paul, but with an S. Can I call you Barbara? Yes, you can. You can call me whatever you like. Any name under the sun. Feel free. Did I get bullied as a kid? No. No. I wasn't exactly a popular kid, but I wasn't bullied either. I had a close group of friends that I hung around with regularly. Isn't Saul a male name? Yes, it is. It's a traditionally male name, but I think this idea of names being boy names or girl names is stupid. It's literally just a series of letters that we use to describe a person. I don't see why names should be gendered. Um, yes, Saul is a traditionally gendered name, but it's also my name. You know, it's the name that I've always had. It's the name that I'm always gonna have. I just like that name. So why should I be forced to have a girl's name? You know what I mean? How old am I? I'm 25. Your jawline is impressive. Thank you very much. It is quite defined. I'm sure you'll agree. Why have I chosen to only take hormones and not have surgery? I don't feel that I need surgery. I think I can get all the results that I want from hormones alone. I don't want anything done downstairs in particular, um, but everything upstairs, breasts, face, all that kind of stuff, can mostly be achieved through hormones anyway. So surgery is just not something that I feel is worth the investment. You don't want double Ds? Of course I do, but I can probably get those on HRT. So too scared. Yes, I'm too scared to waste my money on something that I don't need. Sure. It's really not a matter of being scared. It's a matter of I literally don't need this, and it's very expensive as well. So why would I bother? Are my parents supportive? Yes, my parents are very supportive. Have I gotten beaten up in the street? Not as a woman. I've been beaten up once in my life as a teenager. That was years before I came out. So I've not been beaten up looking like this. No. When do you plan to start HRT? As soon as possible, really. As soon as I've got the money to go private and get a consultation for it, I want to get on HRT. Hopefully this year or next. Why did I get beaten up? I just grew up in a rough neighbourhood. Is everyone in my family supporting? Yes, they are. I'm very lucky. I realise that I am in a very lucky position that nobody in my family has been unsupportive. Everyone's been so great about it. My hair's excellent. Thank you for saying so. It's I've been growing it for about 3 years. Can I say? Okay, yeah, okay. I was about to say happy birthday to that person, but then I realised what was going on. Girls don't drink iron brew? What a stupid thing to say. It's iron brew. This is not a gendered drink. It's just a drink. Like someone actually commented, "Girls don't drink iron brew." Oh my god. Am I non-cis? Yeah, I'm trans. So yes, I'm non-cis. Girls don't have an Adam's apple? Actually, yes, they do. Many, many women have Adam's apples. In fact, a lot of supermodels have Adam's apples. You just like to pretend that they don't. Shout out Emily and Scarlett. We're your biggest fans. Hi, Emily and Scarlett. Here's your shout out. What is my favourite animal? There's a question. I don't really know, to be honest. I quite like stoats. I think that probably might not be the answer you were expecting. I think stoats are pretty cool. They're a bit like weasels. How's life now? Life is exceptional. It's great. I'm having a whale of a time, especially in the last few weeks that I've been on TikTok. It's been such an amazing community. There's been troll comments, obviously, but there's been a lot of support as well. I've had a really fun time of it, and I'll continue having a really fun time of it. What's Ashbridge? Ashbridge is my surname. Was I born a boy or a girl? I was assigned male at birth. It says male on my birth certificate currently, but you know, once I've gotten a gender recognition certificate in a couple of years' time, it will say female. Where do I see myself in the next 10 years? I don't really know, to be honest. Hopefully I might get my dream job, which is to be a successful solo game developer. Uh, I need to actually work on developing games for that, though, and I'm very terrible at procrastinating that kind of stuff. But yeah, maybe in 10 years' time I'll actually have a published title. Don't lie to everyone, the original certificate cannot be altered. That is untrue. Your birth certificate can be changed. Trans people can get their birth certificate changed to reflect their affirmed gender. So you're just spreading misinformation by suggesting that they can't. It's past 5 PM, why am I still on live? Because there's no curfew. The TikTok police aren't going to come around and shut the stream down because it's past 5 o'clock. I'm going to keep streaming until I want to stop the stream, so, you know. Can you end the stream now? Nope, I'm probably going to keep going until past, so another 10 minutes or so. Don't go near children. Too late for that. I have a nephew who loves and adores me, and my sister is perfectly happy to let me near him. Do I have to get hormones to get my hair long? Nope, this is just all my natural hair. Do I have mods? I do have a few mods. I don't think any of them are about at the moment. I did actually want to make a little bit of a request before the stream ends. I might as well do it now since you've posed the question. If anybody out there does want to act as a moderator for me in future streams, then please drop me a DM. People have offered during the stream, but I don't always see the messages as they're going past. So if you do want to be a moderator for me, then please send me a direct message on TikTok, and I can add you to that. I've got 3 mods at the minute. Okay, thank you, whoever put the hat on me there. You must terrify your nephews or nieces. No. My nephew loves me. Mostly because I buy him cool shit like toy trains. Which are more for my benefit than his, if we're being honest. Leaving the kind of comments that you're leaving to actually understand this, but I will try and explain it to you as best I can. There is no specific endpoint to transitioning, right? There's no specific line that you have to cross to be fully transitioned. Everyone will have a different goal in mind. Everyone will have a different level that they want to take it to. And mine is as simple as just taking hormone therapy. I don't intend to have any surgery. I don't intend to, as much as you might want to keep commenting, chop it off. I do not intend to chop it off. I would quite like to keep it. And that won't in any way make me any less valid than a trans person who does want to chop it off, as you so eloquently put it. Does anyone know how old he is? I'm 25. So how does that make you a trans woman then? Genuine question. Well, being trans is all in the head, right? If you think about it, right, your body is just a vehicle for your brain, right? Your body is not actually you. What's in your head, that's the real you, right? What's on the outside is basically irrelevant. What's in your brain, that's your true self, right? So I know up here that what I am up here doesn't match what's out here, right? And my ambition is to change that so that what's outside does match what's inside. It's as simple as that. Then why do I try to look like it on the outside if it doesn't matter? Because I want to. Because I enjoy it. I enjoy looking like this. I enjoy wearing these clothes. I enjoy having long hair. I enjoy wearing makeup. Even if I didn't enjoy any of those things, I would still be a trans woman because, as I say, what's out here and what's in here are two entirely unrelated things. Do I want to have kids in the future? Yes, I do, actually. I do plan on having children. And of course, I'm going to indoctrinate all of them. They're all going to learn what trans people are at the age of 5, and I'm going to force all of my kids to be trans. I'm going to have like 20 kids and force all of them to be trans. Is that a China map behind me? That's a map of Japan behind me, not China. Social services, mate. Okay, clearly that was a joke, right? I think it's funny how people, I think it's funny how right-wingers like to say, oh, the left can't take a joke these days. But then the second that I make a joke, you genuinely lose your minds. Like, your inability to see a joke is laughable. That's a joke in and of itself, is how bad you are at understanding when I'm joking. Obviously, I'm not going to have 20 kids and force them all to be trans. It's going to be at least 30. It's past end stream. Nope, I'm going to keep on going. We're 2.5 hours in and the stream's still going strong. Do I want biological kids? Yes, I do. I intend to have kids that are biologically my own. I have the capacity to do it, and I don't intend to forfeit that capacity anytime soon. How does that work? It works by me having the equipment down there that is necessary to make children. Do my parents like heavy metal music? My dad is probably more of a metal fan. He's not really massively into metal, but he does. He is a big rock fan. That's actually, I got my name Saul from the lead guitarist of Guns N' Roses, Saul Hudson, also known as Slash. He's just a bigger music fan in general than anyone else in the family, probably. Yeah. Why didn't you just accept your gender? I did. My gender is woman, and I accepted it. Do my parents like you? They sure do. They love me. You actually look like Axl Rose. Thank you for saying so. My sister is actually named after Axl Rose, and my other sister is named after Izzy Stradlin. So three siblings, all named after members of Guns N' Roses. Would HRT affect your ability to have biological kids? To some extent, yes. It does reduce your sperm count, and if you're on it long enough, it does make you completely sterile. But there are options to get around that. There are places that I can go to make a contribution, shall we say, and then collect it at a later date for the purposes of having my own kids. No, my sister's actually called Anna, but she's called Anna Rose. So the Rose part is from Axl Rose. What's my name or preferred name? My name is Saul. Love your vids playing on the piano. I want to ask, have I been on the unicycle yet? Yes, I have. I've been practicing for about a week. The furthest I've ever gotten on it is about 6 meters, which is pretty decent progress for someone who's never ridden one before. I'm hoping I will get good enough to actually be able to ride it like day to day at some point. Have I fallen off the unicycle? Yep, plenty of times. The thing is, though, falling off a unicycle is very different to falling off a bike. Because when you fall off a bike, you tend to go over the handlebars, whereas when you fall off a unicycle, you tend to fall backwards instead. And also, you can mostly stop yourself by just putting your foot down as you fall. So even though you fall a lot more, you're a lot less likely to injure yourself than on a bike. It is all to do with balance. It's a very difficult to keep the balance, because on a bike you're balancing in this direction, but then on a unicycle you're balancing in a second axis as well. So the balance is basically 90% of it. Once you've got the balance, you're done. And I've also heard on good authority that turning is pretty tricky to do, but I think I'll concentrate on going in a straight line before I concentrate on learning how to do corners. What made me go for a unicycle? Well, I've always been interested in unicycles. I think they're a really cool vehicle. And there is another trans TikToker called Sirabun. You might have heard of her. She's got about 20,000 followers, I believe. She has a unicycle, so I asked her a few questions about it. I asked her for some advice, and she was more than happy to answer. She gave me some tips, and I went ahead and bought one. The main reason that I wanted one is because it's mainly for the size. I mean, look at the size of this, and then compare that to a bicycle. It's way smaller, it's way more compact, and that's really the big advantage for me personally. I think, being able to take it on the bus and the train without having to, take up a whole bike space, that's really where I'm going to see the benefit from it. So yeah, I'm hoping, like I say, to just use it in exactly the same way that I currently use a bicycle. Scrolling on your phone while on a unicycle would kind of suck. Yeah, I definitely, for the time being, I've been holding on. It's got a sort of... let me get it back again. At the front here, there's a handle, and when you ride, you hold on to that handle with one hand. I'm definitely not ready to go no-handed yet, but people do, obviously. I mean, people juggle on unicycles and stuff like that, so maybe one day I'll be able to use my phone while cycling. But for now, I'm keeping one hand on the saddle at all times.